Welcome to the Schwann Regional Event Center here on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University here in Marshall, Minnesota. As we get set for Mustang football, Augustana University Vikings will be taking on the Mustangs. Augustana comes in with a 7-3 record, 4-2 in the NSIC South, while the Mustangs are 5-5 with a 2-4 record in the NSIC South. As we get set for the last regular season game for the Mustangs here today. What are some keys for the Mustangs today?
Well, big things that we've seen over multiple times. Again, red zone opportunities, 86% right now. It's been, when they get in the red zone, got to score touchdowns. I believe, if I remember listening and looking at the paper here, Augustana's been scoring quite a few touchdowns this year, and they do it in a short time. So can the defense can they stop a little bit of this Augustana offense, who has a great wide receiver in Matt Heller, who has 1,353 receiving yards on the year. So this could be a high-scoring game here this afternoon.
Mustangs in their last game was at Winona State, losing 42-27, while last week Concordia St. Paul lost to Augustana 63-31 at Augustana. We will come back on the other side of this break with more pregame, but we will take a break for the national anthem. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
On September 18, 1967, a new college on the prairie opened its doors for the first time, and since then, it has supplied countless memories to its 20,000 alumni. Please save the date for Homecoming 2017. September 29th through October 1st, and help us celebrate 50 years of excellence at Southwest Minnesota State University.
Welcome back. Matt Metzler along with Zach Huntley as we get set for kickoff here in Marshall. The SMSU Augie series information overall, Augustana leads the series 17-3. In Marshall, Augustana leads 9-1. So Mustangs looking for their fourth victory against Augustana in this rivalry.
And it'd be only their second time in 11 all-time meetings here in Marshall, so a big win here for the Mustangs would be key for them.
For head coach Corey Sauter, he is in his 7th season as head coach at Southwest Minnesota State. Has an overall record of 34-43, with including a 33-41 in conference games.
Tells it is. Augustana University has won the toss, deferred their options.
So Augustana will defer the football to the second half. Southwest Minnesota State will receive the football to start this football game out this afternoon. And they will be going directly into a strong wind here this afternoon.
So here in Marshall, it is a sunny day, but with a very windy gust.
consistent gusts. It's not just a regular guy, consistently blowing pretty good. And we saw kicks during pregame, and they were going through regular, and then all of a sudden that wind would just hit it, and it would come back.
And for the Mustangs, a win here would give them a winning record for the regular season with a 6-5 record. Augustana is currently second in the NSIC South, trailing Sioux Falls, who has a record of 10-0, 6-0 in the NSIC South. Augustana, again, 7-3 record, 4-2 NSIC South. With the Mustangs with a 2-4 record, but a 5-5 record overall. Receiving the kick for the Mustangs is number 25, Rafael Lawson-Gale, along with number 31, Michael Rivera. Kicking for Augustana is Lucas Weinman. So a little change up here as Nate Hewitt is usually back to receive kicks for the Mustangs.
And looking at seeing a lot of Max Simmons here, especially into the wind. He's already got 841 yards on the ground this year, 18 touchdowns, so on 147 attempts. So expect to see Max Simmons a lot here at the beginning of the game, especially with the wind blowing straight in for the Mustangs.
And with the wind blowing the ball off the tee as we gets it set back up. So we get set for kickoff. And it is a straight end-over-end kick, and it will push Lawson-Gale back, and it will go outside the back of the end zone. So the Mustangs will take over on their own 25-yard line. This offense is, of course, led by Blake Gimble, who's putting together a pretty good year for the Mustangs.
He's had a good year, solid year. Doesn't have many mistakes on the year, but I believe last week offensively last week they had a little bit of trouble holding on to the football here. So let's see what kind of offense we see right away to start out this game.
And of course, for the Mustangs, they'll come on that traditional pistol formation, two receivers left, one right. Hewitt is the outside on the right, and they're going to fake it to Simmons, and they're going to throw a screen out to Hewitt. Hewitt cuts upfield, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 36, so it'll be close to a first down, if not first down for the Mustangs. They will mark him at the 37-yard line, so a 12-yard completion to Nate Hewitt.
And perfect screen game there just to get something going, and when you can get a first down in your first play on the offense, that's something that's big.
And Mustangs with that quick offense as he overthrows, it looks like Lawson-Gale. Another ball screen to the left side of the field. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 37-yard line. And for the Mustangs, what we've seen is a lot of quick short passes to start off the game.
Absolutely.
Another quick screen pass to Hewitt, and Hewitt's got a couple blockers, but he will be brought down at the 42-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 42-yard line. Tackle by Nas for Augustana.
And we get about a 3rd in about 5 or 6 manageable yards here for the Mustangs.
Gimble, and they're going to pass again. And it is caught by Melson, but let's see where they mark him, where his forward progress. And they're going to say where he was touched at the 48-yard line.
They're going to give him the first down.
Right as he caught it, he was grabbed by the Viking defender and brought back, so they will mark him down where he caught it. So it'll be another first down for the Mustangs.
Kind of a little shocker that they came out and threw the ball. You thought they'd run a little bit more into the wind, but I think they have some confidence throwing into the wind.
And it's not like it's been downfield passes, too. It's just been quick bubble screens.
Quick screens get yards, and that's key.
Put a man in motion. And they're going to do a jet sweep, and it looks like it's Galmu. And they're going to say he gets the first down as he crosses the 40-yard line, gets to the 39. Or they're going to say that was Lawson-Gale on the jet sweep. Gain of about 12 on the play. So far, no rushes by Simmons, but they're able to get yards to the passing. 3 receivers left, none right. Here's the first handoff to Simmons. And Simmons is going to be wrapped up and brought down to the 32-yard line.
And a lot of positive yards so far for the Mustangs. Nothing behind the line of scrimmage, and they're moving down the field quite nicely here so far in the first possession of the game.
Gain of 7 on the play, so it's 2nd and 3 from the Augustana 32. And they're going to hand it off to Simmons again. And Simmons is going to run into a pile, tripped up as he gains about a yard on the play.
Had to do a leap, but not a leap you'd want to over your own player.
So it will be 3rd and 2 from the Augustana 32, or 31.
And this should be 4-down territory. I wouldn't think they'd try a 40-yard field goal into the wind. So expect 2 plays from the Mustangs if they don't get it the first time.
2 receivers left, 1 right, and pistol formation. There's the handoff to Simmons, and he will be wrapped up in the backfield as he falls forward. And they're going to say possibly no gain on the play. So it will be about 4th and 2. And it looks like the Mustangs offense will stay out there. And it looks like they're going to bring in 2 tight ends, so they're going to try to do a power formation.
Try to run it up the gut and see if they can gain the 2, or maybe something to the outside.
1 receiver left, 2 tight ends with a fullback in the formation. Here's the pitch to Simmons, and Simmons is going to get forward, and it looks like he will get the first down on a pitch to Max Simmons. So he gains about 5 on the play.
Yeah, after Simmons' run there to up the middle didn't quite go well. You might have thought bringing a tight end to the right side and a little sweep would really help, and it did get the first down. And Mustangs continuing having a great drive right now.
2 receivers left, 1 right, and they're going to fake to Simmons out to Lawson Gale, and Lawson Gale is going to break a couple tackles, but he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
Mustangs continuing to get good yardage on first down. That's something we didn't quite see the last time the Mustangs had a home game here.
Gimbel, getting the hurry-up offense, looking to the sideline for the play call. Snap to Gimbel. He's going to look left, but he's going to roll back right, and he looks for Hewitt. Hewitt catches it, comes back to get it, but he's got plenty for a first down. He's brought down at the 9-yard line.
And again, Mustangs are in the red zone where they are 37 of 43, which is an 86% route there, with 36 touchdowns and 1 field goal. So expect a touchdown when the Mustangs get into the red zone.
And for the Mustangs too, you think going into the win they wouldn't be passing as much.
They're passing a lot, which maybe that was to get the defense off their game a little bit.
And they're going to hand off to Simmons, and he's going to go right up the middle as he's met by a couple linebackers for Augustana. They're going to mark him down at the 5-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the Augustana 5.
Again, more good yardage on first down, and that's something the Mustangs need to continue to have a lot of success in today's game.
Gimbel gives it to Simmons, and Simmons is going to be tripped up in the backfield, brought down for a loss of 4 on the play.
I don't think Gimbel saw the defense line there. They bring in the blitz on the outside, and he pretty much, by handing it off to Simmons, was dead right away and didn't go anywhere. And now the Mustangs have about a 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line.
And they're going to have 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hewitt on the outside and the right. And snap, steps up in the pocket. Gimbel's going to look left. He's going to keep rolling left, looking to the end zone. It is incomplete. It looked like there might have been some movement on that defensive line. Looked like he could have crossed
I don't think he quite jumped enough, but it will be 4th down and goal, and the Mustangs need to try to convert here, or it will be only their 7th time in the red zone that they didn't complete any score.
And the Mustangs are going to go an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Simmons is in the slot on the left side, and they will draw it.
So a free play here.
And he's going to look for the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, they called it on the ground, but
they're going to say incomplete, but it will give the Mustangs another chance for it because of offsides against Augustana.
That's on a play like that, when you got the defense that jump and it's a free play, you just throw it. You throw it into the end zone, it gets picked, doesn't go against you. So it'll be a 1st and goal, or maybe it'll stay 4th and goal. I think it will stay 4th and goal.
We wait for the call.
It will be 4th down, so it'll be 4th and about 5, it looks like, for the Mustangs.
So Gimbal, 3 receivers left, 1 right, Hewitt on the outside. And something we would probably see here is a fade to Hewitt on the right side.
Yeah. I would expect something fade route to the corner of the end zone, especially with nobody behind anything and it's one-on-one.
Gimbal, fade to Hewitt, and he is pushed out of bounds. So it will be a turnover on downs for the Mustangs inside the red zone.
And again, only their 7th time they have not scored in the red zone, so a good defensive stand there from Augustana.
And that was number 16 for Augustana, Kevin Mahan.
I'd say a little disappointing there for head coach Corey Sauter, as you know, moving the downfield really well, and then a turnover on downs in the red zone. I mean, you could have a better first possession, but then don't get any points on the board.
Trey Hyde, the quarterback for Augustana. He's got an empty backfield.
5 wideouts, 3 right, 2 left.
5 wide receivers. Augustana on their own 4-yard line. Mustangs rush 4. Hyde's going to step up in the pocket, and he will throw it across the middle, and it is caught for a first down by Merriman.
And this is going to be something we're going to see a lot. Trey Hyde here right now has 11,039 passing yards in his career, 100 touchdown passes. So expect a lot of throwing the ball here from Augustana.
26-yard completion to Merriman. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right with tailback. And they're going to fake it. And Hyde is going to, it's incomplete. Barcher on the drop as he was about to break the tackle but lost the football.
Hyde's passing complete. Finley on the play. 2nd down.
Dalen Finley on the coverage for the Mustangs. And Hyde is going to go back to the empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Hyde takes a snap. He looks left, and the throw is across the middle, and it's caught. A gain of about 9 or 10 on the play.
Yeah, Hyde coming into today's game has 3,300 yards, just over 3,300 yards on the year, 37 touchdowns, and he's averaging 331 yards a game. So as been saying here, the defense has got to be ready for the passing.
Hayes on the completion. They give him 9, so it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 39-yard line. Wide receiver in motion, and they do give it to the tailback, and he's got a big hole, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line by Michael Everett. That is Jackie Davis with a big hole, runs right up the middle.
Davis is the 2nd leading rusher for Augustana behind Trey Hyde with 430 yards on the ground. So, I mean, when he gets the ball, he can run.
Touchdown saving tackle by Michael Everett. 2 receivers right, 1 left with Davis in the backfield. And play action. And Hayes is going to step up, and it is caught, and it will be a touchdown. Charlie Hayes for Augustana. Hyde, his first touchdown pass of the afternoon, as Augustana takes a 6-0 lead with 7:32 left in the first quarter. Hayes, who had to dodge a tackle, broke open there with no safety help over the top.
And that was 5 plays, 96 yards in under 2 minutes, like Augustana likes to do. They liked a lot of their touchdowns and series where they have touchdowns. There's under 2 minutes, so it's a fast-paced one to get it downfield.
Wayman's kick up, and it is good. So with 7:32 left, Augustana takes a 7-0 lead over the Mustangs. This has been Mustang Football on SMSU Media.
Extra point is good. 7:32 left in the first quarter. Augustana.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
7-0. Augustana leads the Mustangs with 7:32 left in the first quarter here at Mackey Field, Schwann Regional Event Center. So for the Augustana, like we said in the pregame, quick drives.
Yeah, quick drives, and they like to go downfield quickly. It's just something that's it's big for them, and if they continue, if the Mustangs can't answer, this could be a long game for them. Defense has got to be able to do something here and try to stop it as much as they can.
Wayman's set to kick off. Ball falls up the tee with Lawson Gale and Michael Rivera set to receive the kick. And the wind is blowing out of the south, so they will have to have a holder for the kick as the ball came off the tee for the second time.
Which means this most likely will be a touchback. If they brought him in as a kicker, I suppose it should be a touchback, especially with a good 20-mile-an-hour wind downwind.
Wayman's kick.
That's exactly where it's going.
And it will be a touchback as it goes out the back of the end zone. So Mustangs will take over on their own 25-yard line. So one thing we saw from the first Mustang drive was they were able to move the ball. They just couldn't capitalize towards in the red zone.
Yeah, exactly. Just something that, they need to be able to do. Otherwise, this game could get out of control after what we just saw Augustana do. And being able to move the ball downfield is one thing, but being able to capitalize is another, and that's something that they need to do, or, again, this could be a long game for the Mustangs.
2 receivers left, 1 right, with Shelton as the tight end, Simmons in the backfield in the pistol formation. Here's the handoff to Simmons, and he is met about the line of scrimmage, and he will fall forward for a yard. They're going to mark him down to 27, so a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs' own 27-yard line.
Simmons on the carry, 2nd down southwest.
And they're going to go 4 receivers with Shelton in the slot. Gimbel drops back, feels some pressure, steps up in the pocket, and he will be tackled, but he will get the first down. Gain of 15 on the play.
Good run there, and if it call, that's like the Andrew Luck run. Just take the shot and go, and that's exactly what he was doing and got the first down.
And for the Mustangs, too, they will have that hurry-up offense. 3 receivers left, none right, with Sheldon in as the tight end on the right side. And they're going to do another bubble screen to Stephenson. Stephenson cuts back to the right, and he will fall forward to the 47-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
And another good gain on first down, and those bubble screens are going to work as long as there's good blocking and legal blocking from the receivers. So if that can happen, then that's going to help them throughout this game.
They're going to say gain of 5 on the play. And they're going to fake to hand off to Simmons, and they're going to throw it to Lawson Gale for a bubble screen, but he will be met in the backfield, and he will lose. No, they're going to...
Looks like a little gain here, gain of about 2 or so.
So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 44-yard line.
So it'll be about 3rd and about 2 here for the Mustangs.
Gimbel looking at the sideline for the play call. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Melson on the outside, and they're going to give it to Simmons, and he cuts back up, and he will get to the 49-yard line for another Mustang first down.
Again, the Mustang offense continuing its success, moving the ball. Just we got to see if they can capitalize.
On the carry for that's another Lockwood Motors first down.
2 receivers left, 1 right, as Hewitt checks out for the Mustangs. Simmons again in the backfield. And they're going to throw it to Lawson Gale. Nice shoestring catch, but he will get maybe a yard on the play as they bring him down at the 50-yard line.
And now what we're seeing is Augustana is seeing a lot of these bubble screens. They're putting more guys out there, and the Mustangs just don't have the guys to block. And I mean, it turns into a 1-on-3, 1-on-4 battle for the receivers, so they need to.
And they're going to go for an empty backfield. And looks like some trick plays. There looked like there was an offensive lineman that fell down. So an incomplete pass will be 3rd and 8 from the Augustana 49-yard line.
Gimbel's pass incomplete. 3rd down southwest.
So a long 3rd down for the Mustangs.
And 3rd and 8 here, not the ideal into the wind, but let's see what Gimbel can bring here and see if they can get a guy open downfield.
3 receivers right, 1 left. There's a snap to Gimbel, and he's going to look left, and he will throw it, and it's incomplete.
And no flag on the play. With good coverage there by Augustana, and they're going to get out of here with another stop and going to get the ball back, which could be bad news for the Mustangs.
Mahan on the coverage for Augustana, and the punt team comes out for the Mustangs. Austin Wells, the punter and kicker for the Mustangs. Number 5, Avram Tynes received to kick the punt.
Now we'll see how long this ball actually goes into the wind, as we've seen some during during warm-ups was not pretty.
And Wells' kick will be short, and it will hop out of bounds at they'll mark them at the Augustana 27-yard line, so that's where we'll take over on offense.
And you can just see that when it gets up into that wind, it just blows it right back and doesn't go far at all. But looking here for what the Mustangs are looking at taking on, I mean, Augie is the 9th ranked scoring offense in the NCAA Division II. They are 68th on the rush, 3rd in pass offense, 13th in passing efficiency, and total offense 8th. So if the Mustangs can't capitalize on offense, as we've been saying, it could be a long day for this Mustang team.
Hyde with Davis in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. As he puts a wide receiver in motion. Goes back to his original set. And the fake handoff. And they're going to throw it, and it is deflected. Falls incomplete. Caleb Leichman on the coverage for the Mustangs.
Good coverage there by the Mustangs. You know, Hyde going at a interesting kind of throw there, trying to throw it into 4 different coverages, or 4-man coverage there by the Mustangs. And
Charlie Hayes, the intended receiver on the play.
Just not quite enough touch to that one.
3 receivers left, none right. Davis in the backfield. Hyde gives it to Davis, and he will run up the middle, and he will fall forward to the 31-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play.
So it looks like...
So it'll be about 3rd and... They'll mark him at 32, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Could be a huge success for the Mustangs if they can get out of here with a 4 and out.
So 3rd and 5, 3 receivers left, none right. Hyde. Here's the snap. Hyde is going to drop back. Mustangs come with the blitz, and it's thrown over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. As that's number 19 for Augustana, Matt Heller, as he cut across backfield after making a nice jumping catch.
That's the big man that they've been looking. That's the main man for Augustana, and wide open in the middle of the field, and had room to run, and not the greatest defensive try for the Mustangs, but another big first down for Augustana.
Gain of 25 on the play as Augustana 1st and 10 from Mustangs 43, and they're going to look deep again to Heller, and it's deflected, and it is incomplete. As Heller was open there for a little bit as Michael Everett came back on the coverage.
Yeah, Everett, I think it hit off his helmet, and then another Mustang defender almost tried to catch that on the bounce and just wasn't able to do it. But we're seeing this Augustana defense with a downwind, just throwing it deep downfield, wide open receiver too. If he throws it to the outside, that's a touchdown.
With 3:20 left in the first quarter, Augustana leads 7-0. 2nd and 10 from Mustangs, 43-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap to Hyde, and he will step up, and he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Or let's say he lost one.
Hyde on the carry, Alex Nye on the stop for the Mustangs.
So
that should be a sack for Nye on the game, and this is a 3rd and 11, which we've seen throughout the season here. Mustangs having trouble on 3rd down. We saw last game was really good. Can the Mustangs step up and get a big stop on a 3rd and long?
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Hyde with Davis as his tailback. Here's a snap to Hyde, and he's going to roll left, and he will throw it across the middle, and it's incomplete. threw it over Hayes, who was wide open and had enough for the first down. So it will be 4th and 11 from the 44-yard line.
And a big third down stop there for the Mustangs, and looks like they will be getting the ball back here possibly, or they are going to go for it on. Actually, it looks like they will go for it on 4th down. So need another big stop here for the Mustangs.
Pistol formation, 3 receivers left, 1 right.
They're going to go on 4th and 11, and they jump offside, but the Vikings didn't snap it, and they get back.
Mustangs almost jump off sides. 5 seconds left. Here's the snap on the play clock, and he's going to roll left, and he gets up to the 35-yard line, and he's going to be short, so that's where the Mustangs will take over on the turnover on downs.
And a great stop by the Mustang defense there, and we knew Hyde can run, and he was able to almost get there, but the Mustangs were able to collapse on him and get a big 4 and out for him.
Hyde needed 11, got only 9 on the play.
And now let's see if this Mustang offense can produce something here.
They will take over on their own 34-yard line. 2:27 left in the first quarter. So back-to-back turnover on downs by both offenses. Mustangs in the pistol formation, 2 receivers left, 1 right. And Gimbel's going to look back to pass, and he's going to throw over the middle for Hewitt. Hewitt's got some room as he goes outside, dodges a couple tackles, but slips as he gains about 5 on the play.
A good play there with Hewitt right up the middle on a little in route there, and was able to get a decent gain on 1st down.
And again with the hurry-up offense as Hewitt checks out. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And they do give it to Simmons, who cuts up the middle, and he will fall forward to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
Looks like about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs here.
So for the Mustangs, 3rd and short. Gimbel. Again with 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's a snap. They do give it to Simmons, and he is hit in the backfield, but he'll get to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down.
And you can tell that the Mustangs are just not having that success running up the middle. If they're going to run the ball, and they need to get something on the outside going.
So it's 4th and 3 from the 46, as Augustana will take a timeout just to preserve some time in the first quarter with having the wind to their back. So we will step aside for a timeout break.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What? Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
We can do this together.
To know for sure that your child is in the right seat for their age and size,
Remember when I was a baby, felt like 1 minute ago?
What? Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
What he said.
Wednesday night.
Welcome back to Schwann Regional Event Center, Matkey Field here on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. Mustangs trail 7-0 with just 1:13 left in the first quarter.
Today, SMSU takes on Fort Hays State.
And it looks like they will punt as the punting crew were coming out before Augustana took the timeout. Smart timeout by Augustana to try to get some more time with the wind at their backs, because they will get the ball, or if they do have the ball, start the second half, they will be going into the wind.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, punting this ball, number one, if you want to get something, you got to go something low, but they may be going for this, which I doubted. It's going to be that pooch kick we're used to seeing.
And it looks like Mustangs will go for it. Maybe possibly draw him offside, and Gimbel will roll right, and he will throw it back across. He's got Matsky, who's wide open. He breaks the tackle. He's to the 40, 35, 30, and he will be knocked down, they'll say, at the 25-yard line. So great play call by Sauter after that timeout.
That's the old-fashioned Norv Turner playbook there. Just a little, let the little tight end come out, roll out to the right, and a little throw back to the left, and Big play there by the Mustangs right before the first quarter ends.
And that completely caught Augustana defense off guard.
Absolutely.
So here's a handoff to Simmons, and Simmons cuts back outside, and he will be brought down at the 24-yard line as Sauter's asking for a horse collar.
It looked like it was close to a horse collar there, just didn't get the call.
So a little change of momentum here. As they say, Gates 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 23-yard line. And the Mustangs will get one more play before the end of the first quarter. Lawson Gale in motion. They give it back to Simmons again, and he runs into the pile, and he gets maybe a yard on the play. So at the end of the first quarter, Mustangs trail Augustana 7-0. This has been Mustang Football on SMSU Media.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
As we get set to start the second quarter, Mustangs trail 7-0. And what we saw in the first quarter, which was surprising into the win, was a lot of passing by the Mustangs, but they were a lot of bubble screens.
Yeah, a lot of bubble screens and not much running, but we've seen that they haven't been able to run the ball much. But I'd say the success right now is only giving up 7 points to this high-octane offense of Augustana downwind. And they got to be exceptionally happy because now Augustana's going to be straight into the wind. And that could hinder a little bit of the passing game, and it might help Southwest on a little bit of a momentum run here if they could score a touchdown tie this game.
And what really changed the momentum was when Augustana called that timeout, thinking that they were going to get the ball back because the Mustangs looked like they were going to punt, but Sauter decided to go for it, and a great play call.
Yeah, that's something that sometimes you want to call defenses, especially that's got a good offense, wants to call a timeout, because they know they don't have much time before going with the wind, and it came to bite Augustana in the butt.
So Mustangs will have 3rd and 6 from their own 21-yard line, or from Augustana 21-yard line. 3 receivers left with Hewitt in the slot, Lawson Gale. And they're looking over the sideline. No receivers on the right side with Lawson Gale, or no, Simmons in the backfield. And Gimbel's under pressure, and he will be brought down for a huge loss as he is sacked at the 30-yard line. So they will lose about 8 on the play.
And it is on a 4th down here. Will be 4th and 15. So Mustangs go for it again and see if they can pick up 15 this time.
So Mustangs will go for it. Gimbel, 2 receivers left, 1 right. They are going for it, as we have not seen Wells a lot for field goals. And Gimbel's going to throw across the middle, and it is incomplete. And it was dropped at the 5-yard line. That was Lawson Gale, the intended receiver on the play. So for the Mustangs, back-to-back turnover on downs for their previous 2 drives.
Yeah, and this one, I believe, we didn't quite get into the red zone here, but close. And again, having that opportunity against a good team offensively and not a great team defensively, it kind of hurts a little bit.
As Augustana will take over from their own 30-yard line.
Now we get to see how this Augustana offense is into the wind.
3 receivers left, 1 right, pistol formation with Hyde as the quarterback. And they will hand it off. And the running back does break a couple tackles. That is number, let's see here. That was number 4 for Augustana. Steer. 4 receivers, 3 right, 1 left. Fake the handoff, and Hyde is going to step up, and he will be brought down.
It looks like will be enough for a first down there for Augustana.
Lighten on the tackle.
That's first down for Augustana.
First down from their own 47-yard line.
That's a tough thing for the Mustang defense, as Hyde can run and throw the ball, so not an easy task for him.
Ball middle of the field. Steer lines up behind.
Steer behind Hyde. And he's going to throw it across the middle, and Steer catches it, and he bounces off a tackle, brought down at the 50-yard line, so a gain of 8 on the play.
It should be a second and about 2 here or so.
And the thing with Steer too, he's in here as a linebacker in the depth chart.
Tackle for the Mustangs. Second down.
3 receivers right, none left. And there is some movement on the offensive line.
And it looks like Augustana will be called for a false start.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
I believe they said number 75. That is Jake Lacina. So it went from 2nd and 2 to second and 3 to 2nd and 7. Back to the 45-yard line. Here's a snap. Hyde throws over the middle, incomplete, and there was some contact there, no call. Pass was intended to number 10, Charlie Hayes.
It will be a 3rd and 7. It might have been a little bit of hold, but it was otherwise good defending there by the Mustangs.
May have looked like Finley just got there maybe a little bit too early and wrapped him up just a little bit.
Just a little early, but it otherwise was really good coverage.
Hyde, empty backfield. Three receivers to the right, 2 left. Here's a snap to Hyde. Hyde drops back, and he will be brought down in the backfield for a sack by Chance Stewart.
Sacked by Chance Stewart of the Mustangs.
So great 3rd down defense by the Mustangs as they got some pressure on Hyde.
3rd down stop. 4th down.
So it is now 4th and about 14 from the 42-yard line. So loss of, they'll say 7 on the play, or 38-yard line.
And this Mustang defense has showed up after the short, long drive by Augustana. So now we get a chance on offense here.
Wayman for the punt, and it's Hewitt set to receive it, and he will be run into his own defender. There's a flag on the play, and he will be brought down, as it looks like it probably will be block in the back against the Mustangs. So that will bring him back. Looked like it was on number 2, Michael Everett.
Special teams penalties always hurt when it comes to it.
As we wait for the call. So it's a 10-yard penalty. Illegal block on the back.
That hurts, especially when you could have had at least decent field position. Now it goes inside the 20-yard line, and it's going to be a longer way to get to the end zone. But luckily, the wind is downwind.
Mustangs will take over from their own 12-yard line. 11:37 left. Augustana still leads 7-0.
507,
Gimbel and Simmons check in as the quarterback and tailback. Lawson Gale, Melson. And number 80, Aaron Murphy, and as the receivers. And they're going to look left, and they're going to throw right away to Melson. Melson catches it, runs upfield, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line, so a gain of 11. And it will be a first down for the Mustangs.
Another good pass there by Gimbel, and continuing to make good decisions here so far offensively.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Gimbel looks to the sideline for the play call. Here's the snap. Handoff is to Simmons. Simmons gets up, and they're going to mark him down at the 24-yard line, so a gain of 1 on the play.
It seems like the offensive line is getting good push. However, they're just not getting enough on the outsides where they're able to get to Simmons in the middle.
And they will go 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Melson on the outside on the left with Shelton, Lawson Gale in the slot with Hewitt on the outside on the right side. Simmons in the backfield. Here's the snap to Gimbel. Gimbel drops back, throws over the middle, caught by Shelton, but he will be brought down at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 5. So they'll say gain of 4 on the play.
Pass is complete. Tackled by Blomquist.
They'll mark him down at the 30.
Third down, Mustangs.
So it's 3rd and 3. Lawson Gale motion. Here, and they will pass. Gimbel rolls right, and he looks to Lawson Gale over the middle. Incomplete.
It overthrew Gale there, and unfortunate, not any opportunity there for the Mustangs to move downfield and try to tie this game up.
Jordan Johnson on the coverage for the Vikings. Wells back to punt with Avram Tynes as the returner. And one thing for Tynes too, he does have to face the sun. So here's a snap to Wells, and it is a spiral kick and pushes him back, catches about the 20-yard line, and he dances upfield and he dodges a couple tackles. He's got some room, has 1 lineman to beat. He beats him, and he will be keeps going, and he will be brought down at the 12-yard line.
And no flag.
And a big return by Augustana and a poor special teams defending there for the Mustangs, and now just gave Augustana a start of a possession inside the red zone.
So they'll say it was a 69-yard punt return for Avram Tynes. 2 receivers right, 1 left.
Running back again, no Jack Davis, no Keegan Quintanilla. Ball left pass at the 11. Wide out left, 2 right.
Hyde takes the snap, and he looks in the end zone, and it overthrows his man. Heller, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, just a bit too much mustard there, and you wouldn't think that the ball would fly that much, and it flew pretty good for into the wind.
Hyde with 3 receivers right, 1 left, with Steer in the backfield. Hyde changing the play call with 9:47 left in the 2nd quarter. And play clock does run out, and it will be a delay of game against the Vikings.
Now it's 2nd and goal from this, or 2nd and 15 from the 6.
That's a tough penalty to take down here in the red zone.
Absolutely, it's something you don't want to take, is especially delay a game penalties in the red zone. That doesn't help much.
It'll be 2nd and 15 from the Mustangs 16. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Hyde on a quarterback draw. He dodges a tackle but falls forward to the 13-yard. They'll mark him at the 12-yard line.
Just short of the original line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 from Mustang 12.
And this defense is doing a pretty good job after a rough special teams there. Could get a big stop here for the Mustangs.
Quintanilla comes in for Steer. The Vikings still.
Quintanilla checks in at tailback for the Vikings. And 10 seconds left on the play clock, as they still got a man in motion. They got to hurry up with this play call, and they will take a timeout. They'll take their 2nd timeout of the first half.
7-0 the Vikings.
We will step aside for a 30-second break. This is Mustang Football on SMSU Media.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
With 9:04 left in the first half, Augustana leads 7-0 over the Mustangs, but it is 3rd and long for Augustana in the red zone.
And kind of disappointing for Augustana. You're in the red zone, and suddenly all of a sudden the offense can't connect. You get not even a full start. You get a delay of game there, and then you got to take a timeout again because you can't get into a formation. So something must be wrong here with Augustana's offense.
And Augustana does have one timeout remaining in the first half, as they took one towards the end of the first quarter. There's a snap to Hyde, and there's some pressure. Fake pump fakes, and he will throw it away. And we'll see if
that should be a flag. It did not get back to the line of scrimmage. And there is, they're going to call a guy in
the area.
In the area. But it didn't go past the line of scrimmage, so I mean, there's a guy in the area.
As the referees discuss it.
I understand a guy in the area, but when it doesn't pass the line of scrimmage.
Second after.
From Augustana was in the area of the pass. 4th down.
So they do say in the area, but it will be 4th and 11 from the Mustang 12, and they will attempt the field goal to take a 2-possession lead.
And even if they do make this field goal, it's a success for the Mustangs, as being inside the red zone for Augustana and only getting up to 3 points.
Here's the snap, the spy's down, the kick is up, and it is no good, as they're going to say he missed right.
And we were saying, and I just said a success. That's a huge success now. No points for Augustana inside the red zone. That's a huge stop by the Mustang defense.
Wayman, his first field goal attempt is no good, as they say he missed. It looked like he missed right. He had plenty of leg on it.
Unfortunately, it got too high up to where we can't tell. Usually we go by the goalposts there, and if it went in or not, but we couldn't tell when it got above. But it looked like it was good, but it just sailed a little right.
So the Mustangs will take over at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. So for the Mustangs, they need to capitalize on the Augustana's failure to get the points.
This is a big possession for the Mustang offense.
Gimbel hands it off to Simmons. Simmons goes left, and he will get a few yards as he's pushed out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 26-yard line, so a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4, just under 9 minutes here in the first half.
88 Jordan Meyer on the tackle for Augustana. 2nd down.
2 receivers right, 1 left. He looks to the sideline for the play call. Here's a snap to Gimbel, and Simmons cuts back left, and he will fall forward to the 1st down as a big pile as they keep trying to push him forward. And depends upon the mark.
Simmons on the carry for Southwest.
They're going to say 29, so it'll be 3rd and inches, as he was stopped at the 27 but fell forward to the 29. And Simmons will get the 1st down. He's tripped up, but gets enough for the 1st down, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the Mustang 31.
Simmons on the carry. Meyer.
And that's the thing you can count on with Simmons too, is that short down distance. He can pick it up.
As long as there's some push there in the offensive line, it's a pretty good give to Simmons there.
3 receivers right, none left. Matsky is a tight end on the left side of the line. Stephenson, Melson, and Hewitt. And they're going to give it to Simmons again as he cuts back, and it will be a gain of 2 on the play.
We're just getting to about 7 minutes left in the half here in the Mustangs. Good first drive there, and then have kind of stumbled a little bit offensively so far here in the 2nd quarter.
They gave him 1 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Mustang 32. And the ball did blow away a little bit from the line of scrimmage. So that just shows you that it is a windy day here in Marshall.
And the wind wants Mustangs to be a little further downfield, it looks like.
And Stephenson, and they will get him on a false start. And it looked like Stephenson was going to go in motion.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 1, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Yep, so they will get Stephenson on the false start. It looked like he might have was going into motion to start with, but he did, you know, it looked like he might have gone backwards or something. You're supposed to run just straight when you go in motion. So it will be 2nd and 13.
And not necessary penalty there by the Mustangs.
They put Melson in motion. Gimbel's going to roll right, and they're going to throw it back across for another tight end screen to Matsky. Matsky's got some blocking, and he will be brought down at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, that pass call works all the time.
So it'll be a gain of about 10 on the play. So it'll be about 3rd and 4. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's Gimbel. And pass across middle and is caught by Lawson Gale at the 44-yard line. So it'll be another Mustang first down. So a great play call on that short distance 3rd down.
Again, a good passing play there by Gimbel, and moving the way downfield. Key right now for the Mustangs, just to continue.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Mustangs' own 44. 4 receivers with Matsky lined up in the slot on the right side. Little counter play, and Simmons will fall forward to the Augustana 49, so a gain of 7 on the play.
That's something that works a lot too. If you can do that, just try to get the defense thinking you're going to pass and then run that counter.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Melson, Stephenson, and Hewitt, the receivers. Simmons in the backfield. As Matsky lines up on the left side as the tight end. Here's the handoff to Simmons, and Simmons will try to go outside. He will fall forward to the 48-yard line. So again, it will be about 3rd and 2.
And we've seen Simmons today so far. When he gets to the outside, has some success. Not as we usually see, but he's having enough success to move the ball downfield.
Gimbel, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ball is spotted on the left hash. And for the Mustangs too, it might be 4 down territory. And they do give it to Simmons, and he's got some push, and he breaks a few tackles as he gets to the outside, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
And a good carry there by Simmons on the outside, and another big first down for the Mustangs.
So they do spot him at 36.
That was a 12-yard rush there by Simmons.
So they needed 2, and they got 12. Once again, Mustangs with that quick offense, but Gimbel will get the play call from the sideline. Gives it to his offensive line. Here's the snap to Gimbel, and they're gonna give it back, a reverse flea flicker, and they got Melson over in the flat on the right side. Melson cuts upfield, and he is brought down at the, looks like the 13, 12-yard line, so a little hickory-dickory trickery with the Mustang offense.
And that's more than one trickery play. I mean, you get the flea, or you get the pretty much an option backward, then you get the flea flicker. Two trick plays in one, and it gives a big first down for the Mustangs and a shot at the red zone here.
And we've seen that with this Mustang offense, go to a trick play like that when they need a big play.
And it works most of the time.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Mustangs in the red zone, and they fake it to, no, they do give it to Simmons as he falls forward for a gain of 1 on the play. Last time the Mustangs were in the red zone, they failed to score. So it'll be 2nd and, I'll say 9 from the 12-yard line. Gimbel looking back to the sideline, getting the play call. 3 receivers left, none right. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Here's the snap to Gimbel. Gimbel's going to look left, throws over the middle, and is caught by Hewitt, but he is brought down at the 5-yard line, about a yard or 2 short.
It looks like it'll be about 3rd and 2.
So gain of 7 on the pass from Gimbel to Hewitt.
And a big 3rd down play here for the Mustangs.
And Hewitt on the right side, look for that fade again to the end zone. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. They do give it to Simmons, and Simmons is met. Oh no, Gimbel keeps it, and he will get in the end zone. As it looked like on the read option that Simmons was going to keep it, but Gimbel scores for the touchdown as the Mustangs now are an extra point away from tying this game up.
Yeah, it was a great play call, just like the old Russell Wilson plays there. Just kind of held it in as quickly to get bait the defensive lineman in and able to hold on to it and run it over. Gives the little discount double check sign there at the end.
And it looks like Gimbel is on to try the extra point with Hewitt the holder. Here's a snap down. The spot is down, and the kick is no good as he pushed it right. So with 2:03 left in the first half, Mustangs trail 7-6. This is Mustang Football on SMSU Media.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
2:03 left in the first half. Mustangs try to even up, missed on the extra point, but it was a 5-yard rush
and here's
by Gimbel.
Insert, look at him, just hold that enough to where he baits it and baits the guy and then gives the old discount double check at the end.
But a great play call because they thought, because Mustangs haven't really used that play a lot this year.
No, absolutely not. And it's something that you want to do, and that's something you see more of a read option offense. But if you learn to be able to hold it and be able to pull it a little easier, you can get that trick where if you just bite those guys in defensively, you're going to score that touchdown.
Especially having a good running back like Max Simmons, that's who they've been usually giving the ball to.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what helps when you get a good running back and a halfway good running quarterback.
Wells set to kick off, and they will have a holder. As it looks like number 5, Tynes is back to return the kick. And he puts it into the end zone. It will be for a touchback. So that's where Augustana will take over to start their drive as their own 25-yard line. And one thing to note, too, 2:03 left. Augustana only has 1 timeout, but they do get the ball to start the second half.
1 timeout, and they're back into the wind, so it's going to be a little faster than a less than 2-minute drive. Well, it's got to be about less than 2-minute drive, and it's not as easy to do it into the wind.
And for every first down, the clock stops to let the chains reset, and when a player goes out of bounds, the clock does stop. So yeah, Matt Metzler along with Zach Huntley here on the final regular season game at Matkey Field. Here's the snap to Hyde. Hyde catch, and it's caught by Shepard, and he takes a big hit as he's pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So a gain of 17 on the play.
And that's something the Mustangs just can't give up the big plays and try to get them stopped here.
Pass was to DeShepper, his first reception of the afternoon. And Hyde rolls right, then cuts back left, and he will get some running room as he kind of shoves his offensive lineman into the defensive lineman, but he gains a couple on the play. But he does get out of bounds, which stops the clock.
As if Augustana gets out of bounds enough, they will stop the clock.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 45-yard line, so they'll say a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. Tight end on the right side, 2 receivers right, 1 left. With Davis in the backfield. They put Hayes in motion. Here's the snap, and he's going to roll right, throw across the middle, and it's caught by Heller, and it will be for a first down as he's brought down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, even though he broke the rules as a quarterback, he was able to get the catch and get a first down, as quarterbacks are not supposed to throw across the body. It's something that's not smart.
Augustana, empty backfield with this hurry-up 2-minute drill offense.
That's where the Mustangs have got to try to stop them.
And Sauter will take a timeout, as with 1:26 left in the first half, Mustangs trail 7-6. This has been Mustang Football on SMSU Media.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
1:26 left in the first half. Mustangs trail 7-6 as first down from the 40-yard line. Mustang 40-yard line for Augustana. And for this Augustana team too, we've seen they're able to do this quick offense because they've been generally known to score on quick drives.
Yeah, they can do it, and that's just all for the Mustangs to try to slow them down a bit and get some time off the clock.
3 receivers right, 2 left. Looks like Mustangs will blitz on the play. Tyler Floods along the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Mustangs will be man coverage on the outsides.
Here's a snap to Hyde, and it's thrown over the middle, and it falls incomplete. Would have been a gain about 3 or 4 on the play if he would have held on to it. So good pressure by the Mustangs. Looks like the Mustangs have 5 defensive backs in there to counter these 3 receivers. Pistol formation, 2 receivers right as they put a receiver in motion. And they do give it to Cantina. And it breaks a tackle, and they gets to the 10-yard line.
And plenty of time for Augustana to score, but there is a flag on the play.
That was Davis actually on the run. And it looks like it could be in the position of holding.
As we'll get the ref's call here. Should they figure it out?
So that was...
Right now the ball is at the 10-yard line.
So a great run by Davis. Gain of about 30 on the play as it stands. So we'll see where they mark it.
After the play, personal foul, number 73, late hit of the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. It's first down and 10. The clock will start on the ready.
So it's a personal foul against Augustana. So
Yeah,
late hit.
That'll cost Augustana some good yardage.
So instead of first and goal from the 10-yard line, it will be first and 10 from the 25-yard line. So they'll go an empty backfield, 2 receivers right as they put a man in motion. That's Steer. And Hyde's going to step up, and he's got some room to run as he will fall forward, and they will mark him down at the 12-yard line, so it will be a first down. As the clock pauses, as they get the chain set up. Empty backfield, 2 receivers right, left, 3 right.
And the Mustangs just not able to stop him there after the penalty.
Hyde drops back, throws over the middle, and it is caught.
As the time will keep ticking away, Augie does have 1 timeout left to use, and they will use it here.
Caught by number 9, Trevor DeShepper. And we will step aside for a timeout. 7-6 Mustangs trail. This is SMSU football, SMSU Media.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken.
On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to the Nail Biter here in the first half. Augustana leads 7-6 with 32 seconds left. And what we thought we would see would be possibly an offensive shootout.
Yeah, we're not seeing that. And that might be the wind or just the defenses are actually playing pretty well.
They stepped up when they needed to.
Yeah, kind of shocking. I figured we'd be at least in the 20s by now, but we're not even combined in the 20s. So 7-6 here, just over 30 seconds left.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Augustana needs to get to the 2 for the first down. And they're going to go 3 receivers right or left with 1 right with a tight end. And here's a snap. And Hyde's going to run, and he's got some room, and he will get in for the touchdown. They do say gets in, so it'll be Trey Hyde, 8-yard rushing touchdown, as that extends the Augustana lead to 13-6. But it looked like he might have just been a little short, but he just got in on that.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those plays where enough open areas are for Hyde to run. He runs it perfectly, and he knew that he had to take the shot to get into the end zone. He took the shot, was able to move the right way when he got hit to where he could get into the end zone.
He would have had the first down. I mean, that would have stopped the clock to get the chains, but the clock still would have been running, so it was better for him to get in. Here's a snap to Weinman. The kick is up. It is good. So 25.3 seconds left. Augustana extends their lead to 14-6. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
So after that 8-play, 75-yard drive by Augustana, they take the lead 14-6. So for the Mustangs, not really much you can do. Maybe with a bad kick, they could set up and take some shots on field. They still have 2 timeouts remaining.
2 timeouts, but I think they're just going to, just take this into the locker room and take being down by 2 or a score and a 2-point conversion.
So it looks like it could possibly, that missed extra point could come back to
haunt Mustangs there a little bit so far right now.
And for Augustana too, they missed that field goal. It could easily be a 2-possession game right now.
But I don't expect the offense to do anything here. 25 seconds, really tough to do, even with downwind. I mean, you could take a couple shots or so and see what you got, but I couldn't see much there.
And they will squib kick it. And it looks like Flood will take it, and he cuts a field. He gets to the 40-yard line. They will mark him at the 40-yard line. So Tyler Flood got about the 30-yard line, gains about 10 on the play. So for the Mustangs, 2 timeouts, 19, basically 20 seconds left.
Could at least try one time to throw it down and see what you get, or maybe a couple, and just see. But yeah, either that or just hang it up for the half and go into halftime just down by 1 possession.
And they will come out with 4 receivers, with Sheldon coming in as the tight end in the slot with Stephenson and Melson on the outside and the left, with Hewitt on the outside on the right. And Gimbel is going to look, and he's going to pass, but he will be brought down for a sack at the 32-yard line.
That'll end the half there.
Tackled by Zach Johnson. And that will bring the first half to an end, with Augustana leading 14-6. We will come back a couple minutes to recap the first half. But this has been Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning?
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me? You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay. But remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
So, first half stats. Augustana leads 14-6. SMSU has 14 first downs compared to Augustana's 10. SMSU leads, or Augustana leaves 12 rushes, 101 yards, while SMSU has 25 rushes for 60 yards. Passing yards, SMSU has 164. Augustana has 140. Some stat leaders, Max Simmons has 21 rushes for 66 yards. Gimbel, 17 for 24, 164. Hewitt leads with 5 receptions, 36 yards. Jackie Davis has 3 rushes for 60 yards for Augustana. Trey Hyde, 8 for 16, 140 yards, 1 touchdown. He also does have 1 rushing touchdown. Blake Gimbel, he does have 4 rushes for 14 yards. He has been sacked a couple times, twice. Hyde has been sacked once. Caleb Leichman leads with 3 tackles along with Alex Nye and Dalen Finley, while Matt Wagner and Kirby Hora have 7 tackles each for Augustana. The scores were at 7:32 in the first quarter. Charlie Hayes, 35-yard pass from Trey Hyde. SMSU scored in the second quarter with 2:03. Gimbel 5-yard run with Blake Gimbel missing the extra point. Then with 25 seconds left, Hyde with an 8-yard run. So what are some keys for SMSU in the second half?
I mean, a lot of keys there. Just scoring right now is important. I mean, down 14-6. They need to do something. Continue their good defense there late in the first half. Offensively, they're holding the ball much longer than Augustana. Southwest has 20 minutes, or just over 20 minutes of possession time, while Augustana just has over 9 minutes, so over doubling their time. So if they can keep the ball offensively and continue to get those good yardages like they were,
they
should have some success.
As we get set here, Shawan Regional Event Center, Matkey Field, campus of Southwest Minnesota State University here in Marshall, Minnesota. Matt Metzler along with Zach Huntley as we get start for the second half. Augustana will receive the ball as they deferred in the first half. And of course, the Mustangs will be kicking with the wind, so they will be going into the wind to start the fourth quarter.
And right now, wind is blowing out of the southwest at 17 miles an hour. So it's continuing. It has not stopped. We've been seeing that all afternoon, and I expect it to be in effect again for the second half.
And what we've seen on these kickoffs is touchbacks, but it looks like this one will be returned as he gets to the 20-25, dodges a couple tackles, and he's going to go across field, and he's got some room, and he will get to the corner, and he is tackled by Michael Everett. There's a flag on the play, as it looked like that was number, I believe that was number Alsheimer.
I'm guessing some block in the backs here or so, maybe a holding.
That was Jake Welsheimer on the return as he gets to the 36-yard line after receiving it at
10-yard hold.
So a holding call is kind of having trouble with the official's mic there. Holding call there on Augustana, which will bring them back from a decent run back there.
So looks like Augustana will take over at the 27-yard line. So it's 10 yards from where that penalty happened. Hyde in the pistol formation with 3 receivers right, 1 left, with Davis in the backfield. Here's a snap to Hyde, fake handoff, and Hyde's going to step up. He's got some room, and he will take off with it. He will slide, and he will slide at the 35-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
And that kind of shocking. Haven't seen Hyde slide much at all, and this time he decides to slide, and a good gain there on first down should be about 2nd and 2.
And we've seen this on both sides, this hurry-up offense.
Yeah, hurry-up offense is making the defenses have a little trouble here this afternoon.
Hyde hands it off to Davis. Davis got to hold up the middle, and he will get the first down as he gets to the 39-yard line.
Davis on On the carry for Augustana, Tyler Flood on the stop.
Tyler Flood on the tackle for the Mustangs. So it's first down for Augustana. Again, 3 receivers, right? Hyde takes the snap, and they're going to look downfield. And Heller incomplete. As Michael Everett on the coverage almost comes up with it.
Yeah, good coverage there by Michael Everett, and you can tell the wind affected that one as Hyde actually had it perfect, and if he's got the wind with him, that's probably a touchdown, especially when the receiver had a good yard or two step there on Michael.
So 2 receivers right, 1 left, second down 10 from the 39-yard line. Wide receiver in motion, and they do give it to Davis. Davis cuts up, he breaks a couple tackles, and he will be brought down at the 49-yard line, gain of 5. And it looks like there is an injured Mustang down. Looks like it's number 2, Michael Everett. And we will step aside for an injury timeout. 13:36 left in the third quarter. 14-6 Mustangs trail. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Just 30.
Welcome back to Schwann Regional Events there as Michael Everett is able to get off the field and walk up underneath his own power.
That's always good news when watch a guy get up on their own power and walking back pretty good.
And it will be 3rd and 5 from the 44-yard line. 3 receivers right, none left. Tight end on the left side of the line.
This is a big 3rd down for the Mustang to try to get off the field for the first position of Augustana.
And it looks like Augustana might change some things up. Here's the snap to Hyde. Fake handoff. Delayed blitz as Hyde steps up, and he's got a man open, and it is incomplete. The pass was intended for DeShepard as he was wide open, but the wind caught it, came up short. So Augustana will punt. So that was wind on the stop for the Mustangs.
And yeah, a little bit of wind helping you. You heard the PA announcer said the wind in for the stop for the Mustangs, and yes, that wind kind of died that ball down pretty quickly.
Wayman to punt. Hewitt back to receive it. Here's the snap. It's a line drive kick, and it takes a Mustang bounce as it bounces backwards, and the Mustangs will take over at the 39-yard line. So a little bit of a member's bounce for the Mustangs.
Well, member, wind bounce. It's not easy to kick into the wind punting, especially punting. It's never easy. And I've done it before, and it hits that wind, and you just watch that ball just going. It looks like you're gonna get that forward motion, and all of a sudden that wind hits it and just moves it back, and it's like, what else can I do?
And for the Mustangs, a big stop to start the second half on defense.
Maybe they need to start using those football machine and you put them in there. Maybe that'll help it a little, make it fair for both teams at least.
2 receivers left, 1 right, hands off to Simmons, and Simmons will be met in the back or at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Again, Simmons has been struggling running the ball up the middle as we've seen so far today. He's only averaging 3 yards on the carry so far, and that'll go down after that run.
Here's a swing pass to Simmons, and he's got some room. And he gets up to the 47, 48-yard line. And it looks like he will be short. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs' own 48.
I think that's a big third down here for the Mustangs.
Quick snap. Simmons goes up the middle, and he will get, looks like, to the 49, 50-yard line. Looks like he will have enough for the first down.
Max Simmons on the carry for the Mustangs.
And that looks like they're going to just give it, just give it to him.
They're signaling the change to move.
And he just made it up the middle, and right before both defensive ends were able to blitz in there, and big first down for the Mustangs.
And that's what you got to do as an offense, that quick snap on a short distance play like that.
Absolutely.
Because it catches the defense off because they're not quite set yet. Here's the handoff to Simmons. Simmons, and he is hit, and he will be brought down at the 49-yard line, so a gain of 2 on the play. He was brought down by Matt Wagner for Augustana.
Simmons on the carry, Wagner on the stop. Second down.
Gimbel takes the snap. He will throw it. Looks to Hewitt. Hewitt catches it, and he will be wrapped up, and he will be brought down at the 42-yard line. So he will be close to another first down, but he will be short, so it'll be 3rd and 1. Once again, quick snap by the Mustangs as they hand it off to Simmons, and Simmons got a hole up the middle, and he will fall forward and get to a first down at the 37-yard line.
That's probably one of his best holes he's had all day from the offense. That's pretty good there run, and Mustangs getting another first down.
Gimbel, 2 receivers left, 1 right. He looks at the sideline, will change some things up. Here's a snap. Handoff is to Simmons again, but he runs into a wall of Augustana linemen, and they're still moving the pile, and he will gain a couple on the play.
Simmons on the carry, Joey Newman for Augustana on the tackle. Second down.
So they'll give him 2 on the play. So they'll say second and, or they'll say 3 on the play, so it'll be 2nd 7 from the 37. Gimbel drops back, swing pass over to Simmons, and Simmons is brought down on the outside at the 30-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play. So for the Mustangs, once again, 3rd and short.
Again, continuing to go, and looking at the defensive from Augustana, as they have they give up usually about 100 yards or a little over. They've given up at least over 100 yards every game rushing, so the Mustangs should help.
Snap to Gimbel, and he looks over the middle, and it is incomplete. Pass was deflected. That was coverage by number 16 as Kevin Mahan. And so it looks like the Mustangs will stay out there possibly for a pooch kick.
Or might as well go for it at this point.
So it's 4th and 4 from the 31-yard line.
I mean, it doesn't hurt if they end up going for it, not getting it. They get it in pretty much the same kind of field.
Gimbel looking at the sideline. He's got to look into the shadows to the sideline. And here's a handoff to Gimbel. Gimbel's going to look right to Hewitt for back shoulder, and it's incomplete as he threw it behind Hewitt as he was cutting towards the sideline. Could have been picked off, but Augustana will take over on turnover on downs.
And he threw it to the wrong spot. Gimbel had to throw it to the sidelines to Hewitt there. He decided to ended up throwing it too far behind, and that could have easily, if the sun's not where it's at, that could have been picked. And just not a great pass there by Gimbel.
So a pretty good drive by the Mustangs ends on a turnover on downs, and Augustana will take over at the 31-yard line. 1 receiver right, or two receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Hyde's going to throw a swing pass, and he dodged a couple tackles is Davis. Could have made a great open field tackle there, but he dodged a couple tacklers by the Mustangs.
Unfortunately, the Mustang defense couldn't get him behind the line of scrimmage. Had him easily, and just a couple missed tackles in the open field, and instead allowed him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Actually, that's Cantina on the reception as they run multiple running backs for Augustana. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Put a man in motion. Here's a snap. Hyde will throw it, and it's over the middle, and it's caught. And he will get out of bounds. They will get to the first down, as that is number 9, Trevor DeShaper.
That's his 3rd catch of the game.
Hyde's pass, DeShaper is complete.
DeShaper, he will get the first down on the play.
And now we're starting to see a little rhythm out of Augustana's offense here.
Just over 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Mustangs trail 14-6. Here's a snap to Hyde. Hyde, he's going to look towards the sideline, and it will go over Heller's head. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Michael Everett on the coverage. I see him back after he looked down. He could have been cramps is probably what happened. But in this wind, it's tough to throw, especially when the wind's, you know, it looks like it's, and it looks like it might be even swirling a little bit too.
It's swirling a little bit, but it's still powerful enough. Throwing the ball deep isn't easy.
Hyde takes a snap, and they will give it to Cantina, and he will be brought down at the 46-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
It looks like it'll be about a 3rd and 6 or so for Augustana.
So for the Mustangs, another key 3rd down stop if they want to get the offense back out on the field.
25 on the carry for Augustana. 3rd and 6 for Vikings.
Quintanilla. And Mustangs will bring the blitz, and it throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. Heller was the intended receiver. Tyler Flood deflected the pass.
And a good defensive stop there by the Mustangs, and now they will get the ball back with just over 8 minutes left in the first half.
Pass thrown across the middle, and it looked like it was deflected.
Yeah,
it had been
like
thrown a
maybe
little behind Heller.
Hit it off the shoulder, right shoulder there, and was deflected off his shoulder. But good defensive play there by the Mustangs.
Wainman back to punt. Hewitt back to receive, and again a spiral. And he does call a fair catch, and Mustangs will take over from their own 15-yard line. So for the Mustangs, you know, they could have a good drive here. They need a good drive here to get back on track.
They need a good drive here, and got to get back. Got to get on the board here. This would be a key possession here, especially if you can take some. Well, they'll take some time off the clock, but if you can get it, I'd say at least get the touchdown, at least a field goal, or try to go for the 2 and at least be within a field goal before the 4th quarter starts. That would be huge.
2 receivers on each side, and they fake to Simmons and a swing pass. Stephenson cuts upfield, and he will be brought down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 21-yard line.
Complete. 2nd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from the Mustangs today, is those bubble screens.
Yep, just quick passes, try to get it out of Gimbel's hands.
Here's the handoff to Simmons, and he will get met at the line of scrimmage, and he will not, and it will be for no gain on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 4 with just above 7.5 minutes left.
Simmons on the carry, Wargo and Meyer on the stop.
Mustangs will go 3 receivers to the right, none left. Again, pistol formation. Gimbel's going to look across the middle, and it's deflected, and it's incomplete as it falls to the turf.
The Mustangs are lucky there. There wasn't a couple more defenders there that could go get that interception. That would have been picked easily after it was tipped from the line of scrimmage.
So after that punt by Augustana, the Mustangs will punt again after a 3 and out. Wells set to punt the ball with Avram Tynes to return it. He had a 69-yard return earlier. They're going to try to do a hard count here, maybe try to draw him off sides. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Here's a snap to Wells, and they almost get to him. And Tynes loses the ball, and it will be, and it looks like, and the Vikings do recover it. So fumble on the play. So it'll be Viking ball from the 44-yard line.
Kind of unfortunate event. You could have had easily running into the kicker, rough the kicker, or if the punter goes down, and then didn't go and get the fumble. Then goes after it, just doesn't go after the ball. If they did, that would have been a huge swing of momentum for the Mustangs.
So they mark him down at the 45, and that's where Augustana will take over. 2 receivers right, none left. Couple tight ends in there. Pistol formation, 7-10. Augustana leads 14-6. Here's the handoff to Steer. Steer, and he will keep moving the pile, and he gets to the, oh, they'll mark him actually short.
Steer on the carry for the Vikings. Second down.
They're going to say he got 4 on the play. And once again, Steer on the depth chart is a linebacker.
Big guys can run, and it's showing that.
One receiver on each side. And they gave it to Steer again, and he spins around, and he is brought down at the 46-yard line.
Should be just short of a first down. To be about 3rd down and a yard or so.
Colton Steer, he's a 6'2" sophomore out of Denton, Nebraska. So he's their big back, especially on a 3rd and short situation like this. They're probably going to give it to him.
Yeah, right back to him. And it's always fun watching a big guy run, because they tend to get big yards that no one would expect.
Here's the handoff to Steer again, and Steer's got a hole, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he's to the 30. He's brought down at the 26-yard line, so they needed 1 and got 18 on the play.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good speed there. You know, you wouldn't expect from him. And Augustana is in business on offense right now.
So a 21-yard gain on the play. Here's the handoff to Steer again, and he's got some blockers, but he'll be brought down to the 20-yard line, so a gain of, looks like 6 on the play.
Steer on the carry for Augustana. Flood and Stewart on the stop for the Mustangs.
Tyler Flood and Stewart on the tackles for the Mustangs.
For Augustana.
2 receivers right, with 2 tight ends. Steer as the running back. Here's the handoff to Steer, and he will gain about 2 yards on the play.
And even when he doesn't go anywhere, he tends to just gain that extra 1 or 2 yards, and helps out Augustana's their offense moving the ball right now.
So it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 18-yard line, with 4.5 left in the 3rd quarter. Augustana in the red zone. And if they don't get it, we'll see if they kick it or not, because Wayman did miss one earlier. Here's a snap to Hyde. And there is a whistle on the play, as
looks like Corey Sauter took a timeout there, so Southwest will take a timeout.
So we will take a break here with 4:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trail 14-6. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
4:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trail 14-6. Augustana in the red zone, 3rd down and 2. And with the Mustangs taking the timeout in the 3rd quarter, that could be valuable come the 4th quarter, not having those 3 timeouts.
Yeah, it could be valuable, but I think they needed to just get something here defensively to try to stop Augustana, as they've been moving down the field pretty good on this possession.
They're going to go four wide receivers, with Steer as the tailback. They put a man in motion. They do give it to Steer, and Steer is met at the 7, but he does fall forward to the 16-yard line, so it'll be close.
Looks like it'll be about, they're going to give him the first down.
They're going to give it to him. That was a quick call to move the chains.
That is a really quick call. I thought that was about 4th and inches. And they didn't take any time looking at it, so it will be a first down for Augustana.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Mustang 16. And they bring a tight end. Empty backfield. They're going to go 4 wide receivers with a tight end, kind of behind the right tackle. Here's a snap to Hyde. Hyde's going to throw to the end zone, and it is caught, but he is shoved out of bounds by Caleb Leichman. Pass was to Shepard. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. So good coverage by Leichman on the play.
Yeah, good stop there for the Mustangs. And they got to continue to do that in these next 2 downs.
Mustangs, they have 4 defensive backs in there in the 4-3 set. They put Heller in motion, and they give it to him on a jet sweep, and he dodges a couple tackles, and he will be brought down at the 4-yard line. So a gain of 12 on the play.
And it will be a first down for Augustana.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the Mustang 4.
Heller on the carry, first down, Augustana.
So a good play call by Augustana on that.
4-yard line, and they will go without a back.
And they will go empty backfield again with 3 receivers on the right, 1 receiver on the outside with a tight end behind the left tackle. Ball spot on the left hash. Here's snap to Hyde. And they're going to throw a fade to the end zone. And it is caught by Heller as he caught it with one hand but bounced it back to both hands, as that extends the Augustana lead to 20-6. So a fade to Heller with Michael Everett on the coverage.
Yeah, fade there, perfect fade route, and could have been called a little push off, but I think Michael was banking on a pass interference call and didn't try to do anything after that and gave the easy touchdown.
And he never turned his head around either to find the ball. Wainman set for the extra point. The spy is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:46 left in the 3rd quarter, Augustana extends their lead 21-6. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
We are back here at the Schwann Regional Event Center, Matkey Field, on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. Augustana just extended their lead after the 4-yard touchdown pass from Trey Hyde to Matt Heller.
That is just under 4.5 minutes too, so a little longer than we see out of Augustana, but they did extend their lead, and could be a little bit of trouble for the Mustangs here.
That is Hyde's 2nd passing touchdown. First one was Charlie Hayes in the first half. The second one was to Matt Heller here in the second half. Wayman set to kick off with Rivera and Lawson Gale. And they will do a squib kick to Rivera. And Rivera's got some blocking, and he cuts up to the 39-yard line.
So the Mustangs going to get a pretty good field position here to start out their next possession.
So about an 18-yard return for Rivera on that little squib kick.
And they need to get on the board here before the 4th quarter, so 2:41. Got to try to get a touchdown here and get it within 1 possession.
And after that last drive, they stalled after it looked like they didn't get much going, so they got to get something going here. They're going to go 4 receivers, and Gimbel back, looks left. He's going to swing past to Simmons, who's got some room, and he will cut a field, and he will be brought down at the 42-yard line. Or, I'm sorry, 47-yard line.
Running the ball isn't much of an option right now. They got to try to get something in the air going and get some yards gained, try to get back on the board.
Second down, Southwest.
This will be 2nd and 2. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And they fake to Simmons and Stephenson on a swing pass. And he will get the first down. And he's brought down at the Augustana 45-yard line.
Stephenson is complete for another Lockwood Motor.
So the offense starting to move downfield here and look pretty good so far in this possession.
8-yard gain again with the Mustangs. Hurry up offense. They give it to Simmons again. He's got a big hole on the left side. Jukes back and he gets to the 35-yard line, so it'll be close to a first down. They're going to say 9.
Max Simmons on the carry, Closa on the tackle.
They just got to continue to try to gain some good yards here and try to get the score.
So it's 2nd and 1. They're going to pass again to Melson on a curl route, and he will be brought down at the 30-yard line. So it would be another Mustang first down. And the thing too with this hurry up offense, Augustana can't get their subs in.
They're not able to, which is giving Mustangs all the advantage right now.
And they're going to go with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 left, with Simmons as the slot receiver on the left side. Gimbel looks left, and he will throw it to Simmons, and he catches it, and he is down to the 24-yard line. So a gain of,
looks like about 6.
So it'll be 2nd and 4.
They're just under a minute here left in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trying to get on the board before the 4th quarter starts.
Gimbel looking at the sideline. 3 receivers right, none left. With Sheldon as a tight end on the left side, Simmons in the backfield. They do a quick screen to Lawson Gale. He dodges a couple tackles, and he's got some room, and he will get in the end zone as Lawson Gale dodges a couple tackles on the bubble screen, and it brings the Mustangs to a 21-12 lead as they only trail by 9.
There was a great little swing past the outside there and able to block or get through a couple blocks, missed 1 tackle there. Gets it down past the 15 and overall was able to get into the end zone, and the Mustangs back within a score.
So Wells on to try the extra point as they will wait later to try to go for the 2. The kick is up and it is good. So with 32.5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Mustangs trail 21-13. This is Mustang football on SSU Media.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
So just what the doctor ordered for the Mustang offense is they come down and score just before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Summary, 6 plays, 61 yards.
And it was 6-play, 61-yard drive for the Mustangs.
And very important drive for the Mustangs. Needed that score, and they got it. And right before 4th quarter, and now only down by a score. So very key for them.
And for Gimbel, that is his first passing touchdown of the afternoon. Lawson Gale's first receiving touchdown of the afternoon as well.
That was close to being considered a rushing touchdown for Gale.
Wells. Shepard, the returner, and he will catch it in the end zone, and he will knee it for a touchback. So that's where Augustana will take over on their own 25-yard line. And for the Mustang defense, you know, that was a quick drive, but they got some momentum on their side.
Yeah, great drive, was able to move the ball well, and now can the defense come out and continue its ways of stopping Augustana and their pretty good offense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. This would be big for the Mustangs if they can get a quick 3 and out.
Oh, and keep the momentum all on the Mustang side.
2 receivers, 1 on each side. They put Heller in motion, and they do give it to Heller again on the jet sweep. But he's going to cut back, and he's got some room, but he will be dragged down back at the 22-yard line. There is a flag on the play coming in late after the play.
Really good toss by the official. That's a good 30-yard toss.
So loss of 2 on the play as it stands.
We'll see what the flag is. I couldn't quite tell what it was at all.
There was a Mustang defender down, so we're waiting to see what it is. And it was nowhere near the ball. It was on the other side of the field.
77 to the offense. Right hit. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So it's a 15-yard penalty against Augustana. That is number 77.
And another late hit penalty. That's the second one of the day for them.
Number 77, Kyle Griffin. So, I mean, after the hit or after the play, wouldn't that still be?
And Mustang is using another timeout.
So Sauer will take a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to the Schwann Regional Event Center, Matkey Field, as we are just under 22 seconds left from the fourth quarter. Mustangs trail 21-13, as Augustana will have first and
20, or 25, one of the two, 24.
First and 24 from
long way, first and a long way. Let's put it that way.
From their own 12-yard line.
And with 21 seconds, expect probably a run here by Augustana just to run out the clock for the quarter and try to get the wind back downwind.
3 receivers, and they're going to throw it across the middle. It's caught, and DeShepper is going to cut a field, and he is brought down at the 18-yard line.
Well, what do I know? Just throw it back to the main line of scrimmage, I guess.
So only a gain of a few on the play. But that will take us to the fourth quarter. So at the end of 3, Mustangs trail 13-21. And we will be on the other side of the break. We will start the fourth quarter. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
On September 18th, 1967, a new college on the prairie opened its doors for the first time. And since then, it has supplied countless memories to its 20,000 alumni. Please save the date for Homecoming 2017, September 29th through October 1st, and help us celebrate 50 years of excellence at Southwest Minnesota State University.
We are back here to start the fourth quarter at the Schwann Regional Event Center, Matkey Field, here on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. Matt Metzler, along with Zach Huntley. So it's been a close game. We both thought this was going to be an offensive shootout, but defense has stepped up pretty well for both teams.
Yeah, figured it'd be kind of an offensive shootout, but I don't know if the wind affected that or maybe the defenses are just playing better than we thought they would, and they've been it's been a really good battle here, and we'll see what we can have for this fourth quarter.
So it will be second and, let's see here, they say second and 17, second and 18 from their Augustana's own 17-yard line.
And now they do have the wind at their back. So
Hyde steps up in the pocket, and it is caught by DeShepper as he runs out of bounds at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 7. And one thing to note too, the Mustangs only do have one timeout for the rest of the game.
And I believe Augustana has all 3, so that'll be the different advantage there. The Mustangs decided to use timeouts a little early.
2 receivers left, 1 right, with Davis as the tailback. They put DeShepper in motion, and he looks across the middle, and it is incomplete. The pass was intended to number 85, Barcher.
Looks like yeah, it was Nate Winter there.
So that was a 3rd down stop for the Mustangs, and they get the ball back.
And a huge stop for the Mustangs. Really needed it.
And for Hewitt, he's going to be receiving this punt with the sun facing him in the shadows, possibly.
And downwind, so expect this to be a pretty good punt, as long as it's kicked straight off the middle of the foot.
High snap to Waynham, and that's a spiral, and Hewitt will fair catch, and they will mark him down at the 25-yard line. So for the Mustangs, they will start their drive on their own 25-yard line. And will they do what they did in the first quarter with a lot of quick bubble screens?
I think they're just going to try to do that. Try to get just things that they can, add on yardage, just get as far as you can get down. And I think if they can get within and get that touchdown, go for that 2-point tie this game, I think it could be a successful 4th quarter for them.
Well, even if they do get the touchdown right away, they don't necessarily need to go for 2 right away.
But with the lack of kicking that they have, it could be something they might have to do, and we'll just have to see what this 4th quarter brings us.
Mustangs in the pistol, 3 receivers right, 1 left. They're going to throw over the middle, and it's tipped and it's picked off.
That's definitely not what needed to happen.
The pass was tipped, and it's Kirby Hora on the interception for Augustana. So they get the ball back in great field position.
And again, another tipped ball at the line of scrimmage. First time that had happened, the Mustangs were lucky it wasn't picked. This time, not so much. Ball stayed up and was picked off, and not what the Mustangs needed here to start the 4th quarter.
After a big stop on defense by the Mustangs, they have to come back out, and they will take over at the 25-yard line, so around the line of scrimmage. They will go empty backfield, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Here's a snap to Hyde. Hyde will step up, and he's got some room to run, and he will be spun and brought down at the 21-yard line.
It looks like about a gain of 5.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 6 after a gain of 4 on the play. So for Augustana 2, just keep the clock running.
Keep the clock running, but you want to also get on the board again and give this a 2-possession game.
2nd down, and they say 6. 2 receivers left, 1 right, and they will go for the end zone, and it is caught. And they will say, yep, it is a touchdown to Matt Heller from
Who else would they
Trey
throw
Hyde.
it to? That's the man to throw it to, and that's exactly what they did. And now Augustana back up by 2 scores here, and this was a perfect slant route right in the middle of the field, and they had no chance at getting him there, and just perfectly placed where only his receiver could get it. And when you got a guy like Heller, you just got to get it into an area, and that's exactly what happened.
They went after the one-on-one coverage with Michael Everett. Augustana to try the extra point. Kick spies down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 13:27 left in the 4th quarter, Augustana extends their lead 28-13. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Welcome back to the Schwann Regional Event Center here at Mackey Field. After that recent drive, it was a 25-yard drive, 44 seconds.
Another quick drive.
So they extend their lead 28-13 after the interception by Kirby Hora. So the momentum was a little bit on the Mustang side,
now
then they gave it right back to them.
Now it's totally switched back around, and now Augustana has all the momentum right now and has 13 minutes on the clock to try to take it off and win the ball game.
Wayman is set to kick off. And they will have to have someone hold it. And here's the kick. And it will be deep, and it will go into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone, actually. So Mustangs will take over on their own 25-yard line. Same spot as where they were on their last drive, with one play, that being the interception.
They got to throw the ball, but they got to make a little better. Gimbel's got to give it a little better of a look. He kind of threw it a little lower than he should have, and it got tipped. And he's got to find guys open, but not take the total risks just yet.
And that interception by Gimbel was the first turnover of the day by both teams.
It's been a well-clean game, pretty much. We've had a couple fumbles that were recovered by the same team. Other than that,
besides a couple of turnovers on downs, but they're going to give it to Simmons, and he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. He will lose 5 on the play.
That's something the Mustangs didn't need to start a possession, is losing that much on the carry.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 from their own 20-yard line, as the defensive line for Augustana blew up the Mustang offensive line. Gimbel drops, and he's going to step up in the pocket, dodges a couple tackles. He throws in the middle, and it's caught by Melson. And he will be shy of the first down, but he gets up to the 33-yard line.
It looks like it'll be second and about 3.
So it'll be
3rd and 3. I guess I'm losing. I thought I was still, forgot to drop back. So 3rd and 2 here for the Mustangs.
Great play to get all that yardage back, make it 3rd and short. And they do give it to Simmons again, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage. But where will they mark him?
No,
he breaks a couple tackles.
He'll get the first down.
And he will be marked at the 36-yard line. That's a Mustang first down.
And he was able to break one, get out of a big pile, and was able to gain a couple just to get back and get a first down.
Here's the handoff to Simmons. Simmons goes up the middle. He falls forward across the 40-yard line to the 42. Gain about 5 on the play. So again, the Mustangs with this hurry-up offense. Gimbel cross and is caught by
It's going to be real close to a first down. They're going to call it a first down.
They will give him the first down. Ball spot at the 47-yard line.
And the Mustangs are just flying up there, not letting Augustana at all try to get subs in.
Empty backfield for the Mustangs. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Here's the snap to Gimbel. And Gimbel's going to look cross, and it's caught by Simmons as he turns upfield. And he will get to the 48-yard line. So it'll be about a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 16 with 11 and a quarter left in the fourth quarter.
Just continuing to gain some good yardage and move downfield.
4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Gimbel looks over the middle. It's caught by Shelton, and he will be about a yard short at the 43-yard line.
That looks like about 3rd and 1.5.
Here's the snap, and the handoff is to number 30. That is Hudson Walton, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. And he loses a couple on the play.
And a questionable decision to run it right up the middle. I mean, you do it all the time, they're going to stop you. That's exactly what Augustana did. So this is a big 4th down here for the Mustangs.
They lost 2 on the play, so it's 4th and 3. And of course, the Mustangs do have to go for it, trailing by 2 scores. Gimbel getting the play call from the sideline with 10 seconds left on the play clock. And Augustana will bring the blitz, and he's going to throw over the middle to Lawson Gale, and Lawson Gale's got it. He's got room, and he will get in for the touchdown for the Mustangs. wide open Lawson Gale on the pass play, and they just couldn't cover it over the top.
Oh, that was perfect. That was something that, you know, if you get a guy, just one receiver out, and Gale kind of comes in and goes straight looking, there is nobody back there but one guy, and if you don't get him, it's going to be gone, and that's exactly what happened. No safety to help, and they expected to run the whole time, and Mustangs get a huge score that they needed to.
That is Gimbel's second passing touchdown of the afternoon. They spot down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 10:03 left in the fourth quarter, Mustangs trail 28-20. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
What?
The storks are bringing me a baby brother.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you? What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
We can do this together.
To know for sure that your child is in the right seat for their age and size,
Remember when I was a baby? It felt like 1 minute ago.
what? Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. What he said.
Welcome back to the Schwann Regional Event Center. 10:03 left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs make it a one-possession game as they trailed 28-20 off of beautiful pass play from Gimbel to Lawson Gale. So that's Lawson Gale's second reception touchdown of the afternoon.
And with that catch, he now has 7 receptions for 101 yards. Gimbel now is 31 of 42 for 314 and 2 touchdowns with the 1 pick.
Wells set to kick off into the wind, so expect the pooch kick.
Just something low and bullet. That's what you need, something low and that's going to run forward.
Wells, as he runs up, and he will just high short kick, and it's a free ball, and
The Mustangs got it.
Looks like the Mustangs will come up with it. Wow.
Or use the wind in your advantage like that and just try to sail it.
Wow. What a kick by Wells. And it takes a great bounce as it comes back towards the Mustangs. And that's something with those short kicks too, you never know.
Wow, and then you get the wind blowing against you, and it makes it so much easier because you just get one up there and it goes into no man's land when it keeps flying in. And the Mustangs getting a big break, and they are taking that momentum right now and riding with it.
And with that touchdown pass by Gimbel, he is now tied for 6th all-time career in SMSU history with 51 as he ties Ryan Raitkin, former Mustang quarterback, with 51. Gimbel, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's a handoff. Oh, no, he's going to keep it. He's going to look for Hewitt. Hewitt on the back shoulder pass as it's behind him. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from Augustana's 40. Obviously, Hewitt wasn't aware the pass was coming that quick.
Pass came out pretty quick, and he wasn't able to see it right away.
Here's no fake handoff to Simmons, and Hewitt's on a bubble screen, and he will only gain a couple as he gets out of bounds. Actually, they'll say 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line.
And also, Blake Gimbel moving up in the record books and passing yards. He passed Dan Coaster and goes into number 5 now in the record book.
As Gimbel fakes the his halfback swing pass, but they will lose yards, so it'll be 4th and 9, and they'll go for it.
They might as well at this point try to do something here, or a pooch kick or something's going to happen.
Gimbel, as he's looking to the sideline for the play call. Here's the snap, and Gimbel will step up in the pocket, and he looks over the middle, and it's caught by Lawson Gale for a Mustang first down.
And Lawson Gale's been the guy today.
And they spot him at the 26-yard line. So gain of 14, but there is a flag on the play.
And an offensive holding on the offense. That
hurt.
Takes care of that first down, and it will stay 4th down, and now me
fourth and really long.
18. Might as well punt it now.
And they will bring the punting unit out. That one hurts because you had the first down. Wells, ready to kick. With Tynes back to receive the punt. Here's the snap to Wells. And the kick is a high kick.
That is
and
not good.
It will spiral backwards.
And
it will go out of bounds.
As the ball guy almost touched it in play. He was going for the ball and just missed it.
So they're going to say that was a 9-yard punt by Austin Wells.
It wasn't a long one. Let's put it that way.
As that took a bad bounce for the Mustangs.
Bad bounce, and I wonder what the call would be if that ball guy would have actually touched the ball.
He thought it was going to come towards him.
He thought it was coming toward him, and he got his foot out in the middle of play. It's like, you got to let that ball go, sir.
So Augustana will take over at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers, right, 1 left, with Davis in the backfield. And Hyde's going to throw it, but he's going to step up, and he will run for it. And he's got some room. He runs out of bounds, and it looks like he will get the first down. Flood forces him out. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Mustang 48.
First down, Augustana.
I was going to say, if you're Augustana, you should probably be running the ball.
Just running the ball and run the clock down now at this point with an 8-point lead.
Once again, the Mustangs only have 1 timeout remaining. And they put a wide receiver in motion. They do give it to Davis again, and Davis is met at the line of scrimmage. He actually loses a yard.
Davis on the carry.
But that clock will keep ticking, so.
Tyler Flood on the great stop.
2nd down, Augustana.
Again, expect just handing off the rest of the way here.
So they're going to go 2 receivers left, 1 right. And they will just let this play clock go down. And they take a snap, and they will throw it. Hyde, look over the middle, and there's a flag on the play, and it's caught. But there's a flag on the play, so we'll wait to see what this call is.
We'll see what the official calls is there coming over. This could be.
It looks like it's at the line of scrimmage or near the line.
Holding or maybe an offensive pass interference. Could be. And we'll see what the call is.
It would be a 41.
And it is coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield by the offense. An eligible receiver was covered by a receiver outside of him. 5-yard penalty, and we will replay 2nd down.
So a huge break by the Mustangs there and getting that call.
And with that flag too, it stops the clock.
Yes, stops the clock and also negates a huge pass play by Augustana.
So it will be 2nd and 16 from Augustana's own 46. They're going to go 3 receivers left, none right in the shotgun formation. Davis is at Hyde's left, and they will roll left. And Hyde will cut back across field, and he's got some room. And he's got a guy open, and it is caught. There's another flag on the play, however, though.
Another flag. So this one probably is coming back to again.
So we'll wait to see what the call is on this one.
Ineligible receiver, number 73 offense, was downfield at the time the pass was thrown. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
So another ineligible receiver downfield for Augustana. They back up another 5 yards. So we're at 2nd and give or take 21.
So it'll be 2nd and 21 from Augustana's own 20.
They're going the wrong way.
Or from their own 41-yard line. So 2 big pass plays negated by an eligible player downfield.
And they're so hard when you get a quarterback that can run and he's going all around. You just end up getting that 5 yards downfield.
And they fake to Davis again. And he'll step up, and the throw is incomplete. And he had
He was hit when he was throwing, so didn't have enough gas on it to get it there.
Charlie Hayes was the intended receiver on that, so it's 6:39. It's 3rd and 21.
And just think, Augustana was all the way down to the 4-yard line and negated by an ineligible receiver, and then another long play by an ineligible receiver. So Augustana has bit themselves in the butt here in the later half of the 4th quarter.
3 receivers left, 1 right. And Hyde, he's going to throw it, and it is caught by Matt Heller, and he will come down with it for a touchdown on Michael Everett on 3rd and 21. It is a 59-yard touchdown pass.
And that
from Hyde to Heller, their 3rd.
And that was just a perfect throw up there, a jump pass. Heller is, is not a short guy, and unfortunately, Heller's 6 foot. Unfortunately, Michael Everett is just a tad bit, only 5'11". So I mean, that kind of makes a difference there, and there's a reason why that Matt Heller is the #1 receiver, because he just showed why.
Wayman, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:29 left in the 4th quarter, Augustana extends their lead to 35-20. This is SMSU football on SMSU Media.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
So from Hyde to Heller, 59 yards, their 3rd touchdown connection today.
Yeah, and that one stings a lot for the Mustangs when you had them deep in their own territory, and you give up something like that. That really hurts.
And you can hear a pin drop after that play, because
you can go anywhere in this stadium and hear a pin drop.
3rd and 21, and they gave up a 59-yard pass play. That's tough.
Yeah, that's very tough.
And Wayman set to kick off. They do have a holder. Here's the kick, and it looks like it will go out the back of the end zone, so the Mustangs will again take over 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Well, the Mustangs at this point need to start taking shots downfield and to start throwing it. They can't run much time off the clock anymore.
And going back, that holding call hurts.
Yeah.
That would have been a 1st down, and that 9-yard punt by Austin Wells.
Two killers there, and then the defense collapsed late in that drive, and now puts the Mustangs in desperation mode and has to try to do something downfield to get back in or get it back to a 1-possession game.
And they're going to go 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Simmons in the backfield, Gimbel, pistol formation, and he will throw across the middle, and it's caught. It looks like Matsky on the reception, gain of 8 on the play.
And Augustana will take that play any day. Middle of the field, let the time keep running.
Once again, 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Gimbel's going to look left again, and he's going to throw over the middle to Simmons. And Simmons will be wrapped up, and he will get to the 35, and they will signal a 1st down.
Gimbel's pass to Simmons is complete. That's another Lockwood Motor.
So that's a gain of 3 on the play. Just under 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to throw it to Simmons, and he drops it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line.
And the Mustang just doesn't look like they're trying to go anything downfield. Everything's short, and Augustana will take that all day.
And he's going to dump it off to Simmons again on the check down route. and Simmons will fall forward for about a gain of 3 or 4 on the play. So we set 3rd and 6 from the 39-yard line. So just under 5.5 minutes left. Mustangs trail 15 in the 4th quarter. Gimbel drops back. He's going to step up and checks it down again to Simmons, and Simmons runs out of bounds, and he will be out of bounds at the 39, so a gain of 0 on the play. It'll be 4th and
down.
6.
And no choice but to go for it, so.
And the clock does continue to run. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Gimbel across the middle is caught by Stephenson, and it looks like he does get it up to the 45-yard line. So it continues the drive.
A big first down there for the Mustangs, but need to keep going as the clock will continue to run.
For Gimbel, they're going to have 4 receivers with Simmons in the backfield. They're trying to run a hurry-up offense, but they're getting their subs in there. Gimbel over to Murphy, and Murphy will be brought down at the 49-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
Blake Gimbel's pass to Aaron Murphy is complete.
Gimbel telling his offensive line what play to run. They're going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hewitt's the lone receiver on the right side. Gimbel over to Lawson Gale, and Lawson Gale's got some blockers, and he will get the first down as he's to the 41-yard line.
Which will stop the clock just for a bit. They need to keep going here and get up to the line of scrimmage before the clock starts, and the clock has started.
So they're going to go, again, go 3 receivers to the left. Or sorry, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And they're going to throw across the middle, and it's caught by Matsky.
And again, Augustana's going to let them do it all day because that clock's just going to keep ticking.
So it's 2nd down and 6 from the 37-yard line. Gimbel. And he's going to step up in the pocket, looks across to Hewitt, and Hewitt catches it, and it will be enough for a first down as he gets to the 28-yard line. So even if it comes in small chunks, the Mustangs are still able to move the ball against this Augustana defense.
Yeah, they're able to, but just not in a fast enough pace, and they need to keep going.
Gimbel, he's going to look deep to Hewitt, and it is picked off. And it is picked off by number 16. That is Kavian Mahan.
That was not a good throw by Gimbel. That was way low, and yet needed to go high, and it needed to go toward the back or toward the end zone.
And he was throwing into the wind too. The wind could have caught it.
And he threw that way too low, and it just not a good pass there by Gimbel, and that pretty much wraps up this ball game for the Mustangs.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their own 9-yard line. Mustangs only have 1 timeout, so they can only stop the clock once with 3:08 remaining in the 4th quarter.
And the way Augustana's moved the ball, I mean, that 1 timeout's not going to do much.
Hyde takes a snap, gives it to Davis, and Davis has got some room, but he's wrapped up at the 16-yard line. Wes Bernard on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs, or sorry, for Augustana.
Just over 2.5 minutes left in the ball game.
Hyde, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the handoff to Davis. Davis cuts up in the middle, and he will be short, brought down at the 18-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 1. And looks like the Mustangs will not take the timeout here.
Nope, 3rd and 1 here, and they're going to take their shot at hopefully stopping them.
And Two receivers on the field for the Vikings. Two tight ends with Steer, their big back, in as the tailback. They still got 6 seconds left on the play clock before they snap the ball. And they put him in motion. Steer's going to get it, and he will get the first down as he pushes the pile to the 21-yard line.
That'll be a first down, and that will pretty much wrap up the ball game here, as it looks like the Mustangs will not use that final timeout, and we'll just let the final minute and a half run off the clock here.
Two receivers left, one right. They bring Davis back in at tailback, pistol formation, and they will snap it with about 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. They will, and there'll be a quarterback draw, and he's got some room, and he will just, he'll just slide down.
But the Mustangs will take the timeout. Very shocking that they take the timeout now.
So it'll be second and 4, or second and 6, 4-yard gain. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds. This Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Welcome back to the Shawan Regional Event Center here at Mackey Field on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University here in Marshall, Minnesota. Mustangs trail by 15 with 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. And it looks like Augustana will go into the victory formation.
And yeah, they won't need to even, they got 2 snaps. It'll pretty much give them to the end.
And Hyde will take the knee.
That'll take off 40 seconds here. Yeah, they'll need to snap it just one more time, and that will officially end both teams' years.
So with this loss, the Mustangs will be ending the year on 5-6. 2-5 in the NSIC South, while Augustana improves to 8-3, 5-2 in the NSIC South, as Hyde takes the knee. And that will be it, as Mustangs will fall against Augustana 35-20 here on the final game of the year. And it's a tough loss for the Mustangs.
Yeah, tough loss for the Mustangs. Could have ended their year above 500 and couldn't get it done. And against a tough Augustana team, and had chances to do it, just made some mistakes.
We will step aside. We'll come back after the break and recap the game. This is Mustang football on SMSU Media.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Have a great night, please.
So,
Drive home safely.
for the final score, 35-20, Mustangs lose to Augustana. And a lot of plays you can take away from here. Of
Yeah.
what could have...
Lots of good, lots of bad, but just couldn't score the points when needed. Had 3 opportunities in the red zone and failed, and that'll take care of a ball game right there. And they couldn't quite get anything rolling.
And you go back, the penalty on that 4th down, and then the 9-yard punt, and then what really cost him was that 3rd and 21.
3rd and 21, and you give up a big play like that and it goes for a touchdown. That hurts in every facet that you can go through.
And a couple bright spots. Gimbel had a couple passing touchdowns. He moves up to tied for 6th on the all-time career with 51 career pass touchdowns.
Yeah, Gimbel finishes the day here 42 of 56, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Lawson Gale had 8 receptions, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Max Simmons finished with 31 carries, 95 yards. For Augustana, Hyde finished 16 of 31, 264 yards, 4 touchdowns. Heller, who is Matt Heller, had top receiver that they have, finished with 6 receptions, 137 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And I can't see if I can get the name up here. Jackie Davis, their running back, finished with 78 yards on the ground on 8 carries, while Hyde was right behind him with 12 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown. Team stat-wise, the Mustangs finished with 82 yards on the ground, 362 yards in the air. They finished with 444 yards. They had 35 minutes of possessions, and they were 9 of 20 on 3rd down, 4 of 7 on 4th. Augustana had 188 rushing yards, 264 passing yards. They finished with 452 yards total, finished with 24 minutes worth of possession, 6 of 13 on 3rd down, and 0 for 1 on 4th down.
And for the series, Augustana improves to 18-3 and 10-1 in Marshall. So to wrap up Mustangs' final season standings, they are 5-6, 2-5 in the SIC South, with Augustana 8-3, 5-2 in the SIC South. We'd like to say thanks to all the crew that helped out this season. They did a wonderful job. And for the last time this season, this has been Matt Metzler and Zach Huntley. This has been Mustang Football on SMSU Media.